Samir's daily chores include cutting off plastic into smaller pieces. Waste is used as cooking fuel in their tent. His mom is preparing the only meal they can afford, some flour to make bread. This story of hunger and desperation is repeated across refugee camps in Yemen. Samir's husband was detained by Houthi rebels in Hodeidah. Her children were at risk of being recruited as soldiers, so she says they escaped to the city of Marib.
The Houthis first denied having my husband. After months, his mother was allowed to see him. She saw him just once. He had bruises and other torture marks. I called on human rights organisations to have my husband and other detainees released without conditions.
Human Rights Watch says parties to the conflict have worsened the world's largest humanitarian catastrophe. The group blames all sides, including Houthi forces, the Yemeni government and the United Arab Emirates. Mohammed Saleh was abducted in 2016 by pro-government militias backed by the UAE. His mother received his photo recently. She wants answers from the government and its allies.
I asked everyone to return the body of my son for me to bury him. They couldn't just throw away his body. They have taken him from the streets and they have to return him back to me. I have been looking for him for 3 years. His wife, children, mother and brothers want to see him. Why are they behaving like this?
Every few weeks, mothers and wives of the missing gather to protest. Thousands of Yemenis have been detained without cause. Many are abused and others are forcibly disappeared without a trace. Amnesty International says some of these violations amount to war crimes. Last December in Sweden, all sides agreed in principle to swap prisoners, but the process has been stalled for months.
There were a number of talks that took place after Stockholm, and we, as many families, are still waiting for the parties to finalize the lists. We welcome the agreement between the Yemeni parties on the release, transfer and repatriation of conflict-related detainees.
It's been 4 years since the Saudi Emirati coalition began its war against the Houthis. Samir doesn't expect an end anytime soon. All she wants is for her husband to be released. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera.